So you have this huge market. You got 87% of the population that are in automobile accidents. So you got 2% of your geographic radius of draw that's in an automobile accident. 2%. So you can do the math, multiply 2% times your geographic radius of draw. And then 80% of that is a low impact soft tissue spinal injury. In other words, under 20 miles an hour. That's where the cases are. And because one of the main reasons patients pick a doctor or a dentist or whatever is geographic radius of draw. Well, when they go to the chiropractor, there's a much more limited geographic radius of draw because of the frequency at which they have to go. Unlike an attorney can represent a whole county. Now they can do a lot even over the internet. So people will go a much further distance, like with a dentist, if you go once a month, than a chiropractor. You're going three times a week or daily. So anyway, we go into that. So let's go back to the sales process. So that's why advertising. So there's this great opportunity. Here's this target market that doesn't know that they can have a tremendous benefit. And by the way, they cannot have a tremendous benefit, and in my opinion, with 95% of the chiropractors. 95% of the chiropractors, they're correct. They're going to get bad notes. It's not going to be, they're going to have a high bill and bad notes. And they're going to get a 2-to-1 or less than a reward relative to the medicals. And there you go. There's the problem. So I've set the stage. Huge problem, huge opportunity. So how do you overcome it? It's through sales. So that's why publicity doesn't work. That's why advertising doesn't work. But sales does work because it does all of it. It establishes need. When it's done right, it establishes need. It minimizes the obstacles. It solves the service factors, and it affects trust, and then it goes to the offer. So that's why it works. When it's done well, it works real well.